All right, everyone, let's take a look at the application. When a user accesses our chatbot for the very first time, they are required to create an account before they can dive into any of the system features. I am going to pull up the registration page now. As you can see, the form asks for a username, an email address, a password, and a password confirmation. Watch what happens as I start filling this out. The page features live validation, meaning every single field gives you immediate visual feedback. It turns green when my input is valid, and if it does not meet the required format, it turns red right away. Down here on the password field, there is a dynamic strength bar that updates in real time as I type to show whether the password is weak, fair, or strong. Right below that, we have this handy requirements checklist that checks off whether I have met the minimum length, uppercase letter, and number criteria. Now that all my fields are valid and showing green, I will go ahead and hit submit. The system automatically logs me in and redirects me straight to the main chatbot interface. Now, let's take a closer look at the knowledge base panel. I will access it by clicking the book icon on the left rail. The panel opens up to show a searchable list featuring 17 Cisco iOS configuration topics and 11 verification topics. I am going to go ahead and click on one of these topics. Notice how clicking the topic automatically sends the topic name as a message directly into the chat. The system immediately returns the corresponding Cisco iOS syntax pulled straight from the local knowledge base. The response appears in this chat bubble right here, clearly tagged with a knowledge base badge. Even better, look right below the response. We have 3 inline action buttons: Show Example, Common Mistakes, and Explain This. This allows me to explore the topic much further without needing to type out any additional queries. And the best part about this, all of the responses from this specific panel are generated locally on the machine, meaning it does not require an active internet connection to work. Now let's open up the Troubleshoot panel by clicking this warning icon on the left rail. Here you will see a list of 15 predefined scenarios covering common Cisco iOS problems, like an OSPF neighbor being down or a ping not working. I will click on a scenario. See how the system instantly pulls up a checklist from the local database? It lays everything out in the chat as a series of numbered steps. Each step tells you exactly what verification command to run and what corrective action to take to fix the issue. Just like the knowledge base, all of these troubleshooting responses are served locally, so they work perfectly without an internet connection. Let's check out the IP calculator by clicking the monitor icon on the left rail. You get 2 input fields here, one for CIDR notation and one for a standard dotted mask. I will type in an address and click Calculate. The system instantly processes the input and drops the full subnet details right into the chat. You can see the network address, broadcast address, host range, and even the equivalent Cisco interface command. This is all calculated entirely on the local machine, with no internet or API calls needed. Let's look at the main chat bar at the bottom. You can type any free-form question here in informal English or Malay. When I send a message, the system first checks the local knowledge base using a 7-step routing chain. If it can't find a match, it forwards the query to the Grok API running Llama 3.3. While it processes, you'll see these 3 animated dots, so you know it's working. The response then pops up with a green AI badge. If Grok is unavailable, the system automatically uses Google Gemini as a backup. There are no interruptions. Let's log out to head back to the login page. For returning users, logging in is simple. You can use either your username or email address along with your password. Oh, and before we move on, take a look at the top right corner here. We have a dark and light mode toggle so users can instantly switch to whatever view they prefer. If you ever forget your password, just click the link here on the login page to access the reset screen. All you need to do is enter your registered email address and submit the form. The system instantly checks the database and sends a secure password reset link straight to your inbox. This keeps you from getting permanently locked out and makes sure your actual account credentials are never exposed or compromised. Next up, let's look at the chat history panel by clicking the speech bubble icon at the top of the left rail. This panel lists out all of your previous chat sessions, neatly ordered by your most recent activity. At the very top, we have a new chat button that immediately spins up a fresh session and sets it as the active one. Watch what happens when I hover over any of the chat items in the list. Two action buttons appear right here: rename and delete. Clicking rename opens up a prompt where I can quickly change the title of the session. Clicking delete will ask for confirmation before permanently wiping the chat and its logs from the database. Whichever chat we have open is automatically highlighted right here in the panel, and its active name will always be visible in the top bar of the main interface.